How are you? Huh? How are you? Dirty. Hi, Trapper John. How are you, big guy? Oh, yeah. Hi, Rush. Doing okay? Yeah. Now, usually, Luke likes to run around just a little bit before he lets me catch him. We'll see how he feels today. Turn and burnt. Good to see you. How's Billy and Kelly doing? Well, Mustang, you're all right. Oh, guy. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear they're doing good. Oops. Did it rain pretty good out there today? Rained pretty good here. Enough to make the horses roll. Now they're all disgusting and dirty. The camera's gonna be awkward here when I put Luke's halter on. Washoe was bad for a bit. Hi, David. Yeah, I usually don't shave or cut my hair until April 1st, but I gave up on winter this year. So, I'm gonna put you guys in my pocket for just a second while I tie Luke's halter. That, I got everybody here attacking me right now. There's Henry, Trapper John. Come on, Mustang. Did you go ride today then, Turton Burnt? If you were out in Washoe? Or were you just driving through? You're gonna have to put your hay net back in there for you guys. I'll do that later. Hi, chicken. Just went and checked on the girls. Oh yeah. It's about time we got some form of moisture though. They sure need it. David Wiley there, he sent me a picture today turning some cows out on fresh grass, or switching them to a different pasture rather. Certainly look nice there. That's Nebraska, I believe, if I remember right. Here we go, we got some people trickling in now. Been enjoying spring, but need the water. Yeah, same here. So, for everybody that's new to the stream and just getting here and all that, we're gonna be resetting Luke's shoes today. It's been a while since we've done him. Not too long, but been a little bit of a while. So, we'll get you guys sat in the deal right here. Get it all adjusted up for you. Why is it leaning? There we go. Say hi, Luke. You're kind of camera shy, ain't you? Yeah, it's been a nice spring. Hopefully winter will show up after we've had, what, 3 months of spring now? Yeah, David Rush is back to work. I was going to take him to California a couple weeks ago, whenever it was I went over there. Or I was going to take Henry, rather. Henry had a pretty snotty nose when I went to catch him to go on that trip, so I ended up taking Rush. So he's all healed up and haired over. Looks really good. Have your tinctures got to you yet? Let's see, we'll get the old phone. Oh, good deal. For me, it was about a week, maybe 10 days before I kind of realized that I could feel them working. Get the old extra battery pack here. That way, phone battery don't die. I usually get all this set up before stream, but I figured it would give everybody that's waiting just a little bit more time to get in here. Maybe that's the wrong train of thought, I don't know. Let me get this secured right there. There we go. Alright. Well, I'm gonna brush on Luke for just a minute because he is absolutely filthy. Contrary to what he says, he does care how he looks. All shaggy and whatnot right now. But he's just a little bit too dirty to be on camera for you guys. Just because he's a Mustang doesn't mean he has to look like a shitter. That side's better. Messed with the tackberry? Nope, never heard of the tackberry before. Oh, yeah. Your deal you sent me. No, I haven't. I've been waiting for that video. Had to remember what you called it there, David. Sorry. Hi, Gene. Get Luke kind of brushed up here, and then we'll go to shoeing him. All right. What? Well, I suppose we'll just start on the side right here that we're on. Okay. Believe it or not, he's actually a lot cleaner than he was. So this is the same set of shoes that I put on the last time I worked on him on a live stream. And the shoes themselves are still good, but to make sure that he maintains the correct angle on his foot and doesn't get an injury, we're going to pull his shoes off, trim his feet, and put his shoes back on. So, hopefully it won't take me all night to do this. All right, David, I'll use a grooming tool for sure. Now, because I plan on resetting these shoes, I'm going to be a little bit more ginger with it when I pull it off here, so I don't bend the shoe. Kind of just get pullers worked under that side, turn them around, get them worked under this side. Take small bites. It's coming. There we go. All right. While we got this shoe in our hand, I'm going to step back over here and get this shoe cleaned up, ready to go. I'll adjust you guys for this so you can see. Work this anvil right here. Alright, it's pretty simple to get the shoe ready to be reset. First things first, get the nails tapped out of it. One wants to bend, that's fine. You just set it on the edge of your anvil, like so. Straighten it out. Usually a couple of them will try to bend. More so if you didn't get the clinches stood all the way up straight. Got the nails out of it. Now I'll take a fresh nail here. And I'm just going to dig this crust out a little bit of that groove so that the new nails can sit in there. A lot of guys don't do this. Maybe it's not totally necessary, but I like to do it. Turn and burn. How long has it been since you uploaded a video? It's been a minute, I think, hasn't it? This is kind of a little bit time consuming, but I think it helps your new nails seat a little bit better. Gives the shoes a better chance of staying on than versus not cleaning them out. Kind of tap the shoe on the anvil and let it resonate just a hair. Let it kind of ring. Seems to help some of that stuff fall out of there. All right. I'll take an old rasp and just go over the back side of the shoe. Knock any dirt, anything like that. Make sure it's still sitting flat. It's not. It might have tweaked a little bit when I pulled it off. Doesn't take a lot to hit them, but a little bit anyways. Alright, flat enough. Put that in my back pocket. Or my shop pocket, I should say. Alright, I'll stand you guys back up here. Bring you over. And we'll get Luke's foot trimmed up. You guys see that good? You guys doing okay? You're awfully quiet out there. Take this first round off, see where we're at. Trim that little bit of that frog up. I usually don't take much off of the frogs. I'll take that off though. Let's see. Bodie says, hey, how are you doing? Question, I have a 17-year-old mare. She's pretty stubborn. She wants to push through the hackamore. What is the best thing to do to make her listen to me? Just remember, Bodie, she can't push on your hands. If you're not pulling, she can't pull back. So make sure that when you're riding, you're on a loose rein. And when you apply that pressure, if she goes to pull on you, you can let it go. And if she doesn't stop, then really get after her and back her up. It's hard to explain without being there in person. Some guys will tell you to really get after them when they flip their nose. Some will really tell you to leave them alone. It kind of depends upon the horse. If you don't pick a fight with her, there won't be a fight. But make sure that when you ask her something, make sure she does it. And say you're just walking or trotting or whatever, and you sit down in your saddle and you give her one rein or two even to stop. It doesn't matter what stage she's at there. And she stops, but she sticks her nose out. Work your hackamore side to side and back her up until she collects and tucks her chin. And it doesn't matter how fast she's backing up at first, but once she collects her chin like that and breaks at the pole, then release the pressure. And she'll learn. I mean, if you have to do that every time you stop her, she'll learn eventually that hackamore means drop my chin and do whatever I'm being asked to do. I hope that made sense. Oh, Luke, you're pretty tall on that side. Oh, Mustang. Looking pretty good. A little high here. You bet, Bodie. Let me know how it works for you. Okay, got that foot level and flat. That shoe sits pretty good on it. We'll tack it on right there. If you guys remember when we set these shoes, we opened up the nail holes with the pritchel, so we don't need to do that again because they're still just as wide anyways. Got 9 of you in here, it says. Live stream's not taking off like normal. I wonder why. The algorithm must be mad at me for some reason. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Hi, honey. Buckarette is my wife. Vente. I will read that comment just as soon as I get this next nail set right here. Last one. They give me a rubber horseshoe nail, or what the hell is going on here? There it is. How do you reshape a hackamore? Gives one from a family friend, but it has not been used well. Best way to fit it to your horse? The old timers would take and get their hackamores good and wet. Don't necessarily need to like soak it in water or anything like that, but get it good and wet, and then tie a soup can crossways in the middle of it. That's about the same size as a horse's face. So just got, assuming it's a rawhide hackamore, not a paracord or something like that, you just got to get it wet and get it stuck into the shape that you want it, and then let it dry. Usually a soup can works pretty good. What's your thought on 3 versus 4 nails on each side of the shoe? Sometimes I'll put 3, sometimes I'll put 4. I know here in about 2 weeks, I'm headed out to the desert and to help turn some cows out. And I know where I've got to go can be kind of rocky. So I'm going to run 4 nails. If I didn't think I was going to be any place rocky, I'd run 3 on either side. Or if the particular horse naturally had really low heels, I would only run 3. That way I didn't have to punch a hole through the hoof all that far back towards his heel. Luke here's got really good shaped feet, so I can run 3 or 4 depending upon what I think I need. Some guys swear by 3, some guys swear by 4. It's all personal preference. So, kind of a roundabout answer, but it's how I see it anyways. All right, I'm just gonna stay on this foot till it's finished. I'm gonna go grab that rasp and the clinchers, and I will be right back. Oh, Mustang. Thank you. You guys see that? Guys, don't be scared to ask questions. It definitely helps the time go by when you guys are chatty. Getting a little long in the toes, so I'm going to bring him back here a bit. Luke's one of the horses I try to keep the toes pretty in check on. I've always done that with him, and it seemed to serve him well. So. Set you guys like this a minute, and I'll finish his foot up. Oh, I know. Let me see it now. Thank you. Luke, are you pooping in the garage again? Yes. Yes, you are pooping in the garage again. Okay, here you go, bud. You just had to step on that, didn't you? Thank you. All right, see, we got some questions here. Questions are, what is your horse working protocol? Worming protocol. I'm spoiled living where I do. You kind of just remember to worm them, and then you worm them. Being basically in a dry lot where they're eating out of the hay net, worming's not a terrible concern for me. I try and worm once or twice. if they were on pasture or in a wetter climate or irrigated meadow or something, you'd want to be a lot more vigilant about it than that. But I get away being pretty relaxed. Will you explain why you run the rigging you do in your saddle? You bet. So my 5/8 single rig saddle, a good friend of mine built it, and when he built it, he says, "What kind of rigging do you want in it?" And kind of just being a smart ass, I says, "Center fire it. I want it to be punchy." And he said, "Well, hold on a minute. I don't have a problem doing that. But have you ever rode a center fire?" I said, "Nope." He says, "How about we single rig it at 5/8?" I said, "Okay, that'll work." Because I wanted the saddle to be pretty lightweight. Where I was working at the time, I was covering a lot of miles. Hi, Paul. I've got 8 horses right now. And so he put that 5/8 single rig in it on that 6-inch ring, and I thought, you know, if I don't like it, if it moves too much or whatever else, I will have him change the rigging in it, because the way that saddle is built, it's really easy to change. And my horses all stayed fresher longer. They covered the big miles easier. They responded really well to having that 5/8, just that single rig, and it sat so much further back on him than the 7/8 or the double rig that I was riding, full double that I was riding. So I just kind of kept riding it, and I got really used to being able to have a little bit looser cinch in that saddle than you'd need to, like in a 7/8 double or a full double. And it kind of just grew on me being able to set that cinch that much further back out of those horses' armpit, because they have, so I'll show you on Luke here, bud. So obviously that's his front leg there. Your 7/8 and your double rig saddles, the cinches are going to sit like right in here. That 5/8, it'll sit here where a center fire would sit a little further back. But those horses, somewhere in this area, I'm not perfect on the anatomy there, I don't know exactly where, but they have a great big blood vein, blood vessel. And when you get that cinch real far forward up in here, it puts a lot of pressure on that. That's why so many team roper horses act cinchy. Well, that cinch is just pushing on that vessel, and it's tingling, like, as near as I can tell. So by that cinch sitting further back, it freed that up for them and didn't put as much of a bind in their armpits there. So they just seemed to like it. I had some horses that were real cinchy like that. They were kind of knotheads, and they didn't act that way so much once I started running that 5/8. So it just made sense to me. I just kept it, tried it, and liked it, and kept it, basically. Do you switch between ivermectin and moxidectin in the fall? If I remember to, David, to be honest, I don't remember what wormer I gave him last. I was talking to my vet about it, and she says, unless you got something that's, you know, thin or hard keeping, or, you know, their coat is real dull or something like that, she says you don't need to worry about it every 3 months. I usually make sure I worm them in the spring at minimum, and then after that I don't worry about it too much. Where is... It is good practice to rotate your wormers, though, without a doubt. Not use the same one over and over and over. To be totally honest, the last tube of ivermectin I bought for myself. So I'll probably get canceled for saying that, though. Did it work? Did you have a worm come out? Well, all my family certainly got the flu really bad. And I took it as soon as my little girl got sick. And I didn't get near as sick. So, yeah, I think it worked. I do spring and summer, use moxidectin in fall. There you go. That makes sense where you're at. Oops. This shoe bent pretty good. I'm gonna have to straighten it out for sure. It's okay, I can do that. Dental. I watch them when they eat mostly. Paul, I don't own a place. I'm hired out to a ranch, and I'm not at liberty to say how many acres or how many head of cattle or anything like that they run. It's enough to stay busy on. I have worked for places in the past. I spent several years running a desert for an outfit that was 800,000 acres, which sounds made up, but it's the honest truth. Not all deeded on that outfit. Of course, it was a lot of government land. For dental, I'll just watch them when they eat, David. And if I notice that somebody's not acting quite right as they chew, hey, really? Stop. We're not allowed to piss in the garage. But Luke just tried to pee in my garage because he's Luke. And Luke loves to do stuff like that. Luke, David, Luke. I am housebroken enough to know to go outside to pee, believe it or not. And now he's going to poop in the garage. Or maybe just fart. I don't know why this live stream is only hanging at 16 viewers. Usually they do a little bit better. I think I made the algorithm mad because I missed some of my normal posts. But I didn't have the content, and I'm not going to make up stupid crap for content. I mean, I can dance in my living room, but I don't think it's what you guys want to see. Brandon, Jean, do you run? Bodie, I either run Wranglers or Origin jeans. I have one pair of Origin jeans, which is the brand that Jocko Willink makes, and I like them pretty good. They're a lot heavier denim than Wranglers, and the pockets are made out of denim, not that little thin, crappy lining like Wranglers. So no surprise there. I don't like cinches. The denim on them just feels like tissue paper to me. I like to see you riding out in the field wrangling. Yeah, Paul, hang around the channel. You'll see all sorts of it. I got a bunch of different videos gathering in the desert and stuff like that. We're just starting to calve here at this ranch, so I'm sure I'll have some calving videos here before long. Which calving season can be really entertaining. Can also be a wreck. When am I breaking in the Olathe boots? Next time I ride. I don't wear cowboy boots when I'm not riding. So they're kind of just sitting by the front door right now. But I'll break them in next time I ride. If you have cowboy boots that are comfortable to walk in, you probably shouldn't ride in them. And I'm not picking on anybody's choice of boot or any brand of boot there, but the construction of a riding boot that's safe and gives you good base on a horse in your stirrups, they're not comfortable to walk in. And consequently, anything that's got a nice cushioned sole and a real soft arch and shank and an insole that's padded, it ain't good to ride in. It's not safe. I know one guy named Jonathan, but he doesn't live out here anymore. He used to. Okay, Mustang, what we got here? Hey, quit. Don't be a problem now. Right there. That'll work. Yeah, so the only Jonathan I know, he don't live out here no more. He was a good friend of mine several years ago. Dude, I like mine, but since when you can't wear that, have to have a zipper put in the boot and heel. What's just deep nice boots? Rubber put on soles, wasn't plastic bottoms. Yeah, I can understand not liking the slick bottoms if you walk around in them a lot. And with your particular foot injury, it makes sense to have to change them up a little bit. For me, they have to be leather soled to ride in. It's not worth running the risk of hanging a stirrup, you know, should something happen to me. That's also why, part of the reason I run the big 5-inch wide Monels on my saddle is they're a hell of a lot safer than a smaller stirrup like you see some guys ride. But it's all back to your opinions and what you'd like to do. How far from Vegas are you? Like 8 hours. Robbie boy, I saw that for just a split second before you rejected it. Glad to have you on stream. Yeah, he's pretty good, Robbie. Or Bobby. Robbie. Sorry about that. He's had enough sets of shoes put on him that he knows how to behave himself. It doesn't mean he always does. About 5 minutes ago, he tried to pee here in my garage, so that was cool of him. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna get this hoof. Is it the hoof or is it a shoe? I'm not sure. It's still wanting to rock. And you guys have heard me say a whole bunch of times, one of the most important things is to get the shoe to sit flat on the hoof. There we go. That'll work. Maybe not. I'm gonna try that. It's good. Let's see. Didn't he break halter last time? No, David, that was Henry. And he just broke the snap on the lead rope. And that was mostly my fault. I had him tied to something I probably shouldn't have had him tied to. So that one was on me. But yeah, that was Henry. And Henry's a known jerk. So Luke's usually pretty trustworthy. Every now and then Luke will have a moment though. Alright. Tied to a Dodge. Yep. This is a Dodge too, but it's a little bit safer to tie one to than the blue truck is. This is my old yellow pickup that I got the stock racks on. Hi, Inverted Banana. Inverted Banana. Is that like, so would that been a nanabab then? Or no, that would be backwards banana, huh? Yeah, old school Dodge, exactly. Just a 318 in it. He has a nice tail. Ever hear saying no tail, no sail? Color sells, man. Color and hair. They got either one, they'll sell. Ooh, I don't like that one at all. He definitely got the Mustang hair. Melvin, it's going good. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Kent says pay attention. Yeah. Kent, you must have been here last stream when Henry pulled back and broke my halter. That shoe's set off just a hair. You guys can see that little lip right there. But that's okay because he's kind of fanning out a little bit this way right here. So I'll knock that down and it'll be better next time. All right, David. You have a blessed evening too. Enjoy your nice weather while it's there. Your cows are looking good. So, what do we need to do next, Luke? I'm going to clench that foot. Horse hooves are crazy. That's an amazing design, isn't it? Okay, don't snort at that phone, Luke. It's really, inverted banana, it's really crazy when you think that basically that hoof is their middle finger with a whole bunch of fingernail over it. Thank you, Luke. Amazing indeed. That is the truth. All right. I guess I could have just clinched this way. I might hit it again with the clinchers this way. I thought I was going to want to work that foot from the front side like that, but I changed my mind. I'm going to work it over from this side. Let me see Mustang. Yeah, I get a better bite on these clinches this way. My clinchers are actually for draft horses. See how they don't touch all the way when they're fully closed? Oops. They don't touch all the way. They're made for draft horses. It's a set I learned with, so I use them. I probably could get better clinches if I had a regular set of normal horse-sized clinchers, but so I'll just knock down that ridge we talked about a second ago. He's always liked to try and fan out a little bit back there all the way around, so all right, that foot's done. Okay, inverted banana, you got me curious. How'd you get your username? What's the story behind it? There gotta be a story behind a username like that. All right, well, what do you think, Luke? You're shorter on one side than the other side now. Don't look at me like that. Daddy's judgmental sometimes. We'll just go right to his other back foot right here. Are you gonna pick a spot to stand? Just change your name. It's all good. It's Inverted Bananas, a memorable screen name. Where are we at here, Mustang? Yep. Okay. All right, let me see this one. Thank you. Yeah, Inverted. He's a Mustang. He's probably 24, maybe 25 years old now. Welcome to the channel, by the way. I don't think I've seen you here before. He's not my biggest horse by far. He's my only Mustang that I have right now anyways. I've had a couple in the past. But I breed and raise half-draft horses, half Clydesdale, half quarter horse. And they're a lot bigger than Luke is here. But Luke is definitely not a small horse. He's good sized. For a Mustang, he's pretty big. I know for whatever reason, a lot of the Mustangs around here get, I guess as they get inbred, they get smaller. Always wanted to be a farrier. I bet your back is glad you're not. Where is that at? There it is. I'm not a farrier by trade. I'm a working cowboy, and shoeing horses is just part of my job. I keep my own horses shod, and I do these live streams while I'm shoeing them because it beats standing out here talking to myself. Yeah, AJ, I will definitely get some branding season videos. Whoa, Mustang, you're okay. I'm actually trying to get some real special brandings put together this year, way outside of Nevada, but that's all I'll say about that for right now. AJ, did you catch the video I dropped Friday? We branded a couple calves at the end of it. I think we branded 4 or 5 head was all, but it was kind of fun. Used to have a Bananas, used to love Clyde Cross quarter horse. Used to have a quarter. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Clyde Crosses, they're just big gentle teddy bears. Honestly, if I left the front door open too long, the half drafts would probably be in the house. They really enjoy people, and they're pretty handy to have. After we get these other two shoes done, Banana, I can take you guys out and introduce you to everybody if you'd like. If you can stand to watch me struggle for that long. Oh, you're fine, dork. Luke snorts at me all the time just to remind me that he is a Mustang. He's totally bluffing though. Like, major bluffing. Well, that's awesome, AJ. Thank you. I appreciate you. Is there anything you'd like to see more of or less of? Or anything you feel like maybe I could do better? I'm totally open to the suggestions. So I'm learning as I go here. Also, inverted banana, it's standard operating procedure on my channel. Ask any questions you got. I love to answer them. I love to help people learn about what I do. There are no stupid questions. The only thing stupid about a question is not asking it. However, fair word of warning, if you ask a smart-ass question, you're liable to get a smart-ass answer. So, we do try and keep it family-friendly around here. This is the first time I've been to the channel. I thought so. It's good to see you here. Welcome. Bodie says, how do you decide what bit you put in a horse's mouth? I'm pretty traditional, Bodie. Of course, I start them in a hackamore, you know that. And from there, up through the 2-rein, personally, I like to run a full spade. I don't run a full spade on Luke. I did years ago, and I got in a wreck with Luke. I had several pack horses in a string packing salt on the desert, and I stepped off Luke. I was riding Luke and packing, I think I had three pack horses behind me. And I stepped off of Luke to load my salt. I'd staged my salt out in the desert, and I would like trail out to it, load my salt up, and then scatter it with my pack horses. Anyways, I stepped off to load my pack horses, and I don't remember which pack horse started the whole thing, but the end result of the wreck is everybody went running off, and somehow in the process of all this, they broke all their ties because I just tied them to each other with hay twine. That way they can break loose of each other. And somehow in the process of everybody having this wreck and running off, Luke's bridle reins got flipped over his head. They were on my saddle horn. You've seen how I just lay them across my horn. And they were on his saddle horn, and being flipped over his head, the rommel and all that was dragging on the ground, and stepped on it, and when he did, that spade bit cut his tongue real bad. Any bit could have done it. It's not because it was a spade. It was just a product of the wreck. So I put him back in the hackamore for like 3 or 4 months or longer, because he damn near cut his tongue off. And I let him heal up all the way to where there was no tenderness when he ate or nothing like that. I had to grain him a bunch to keep the weight on him, and he was pretty hurt for a while. But when I decided that his mouth was healed up 100%, and I put that spade back in his mouth, he was really, really hard mouthed, and he couldn't feel it anymore because of that scar tissue. So my wife got me the Garcia that I run in him, and it's just got a Mona Lisa, and he's a little bit better in that than he was the full spade because they sit just a hair different. Oh gosh, I forget the name of the piece. The actual, like where the port is and all that goes in his mouth is a little bit bigger on that Mona Lisa than it was on that spade. So he runs better in that. He's now, compared to what he was when that wreck happened, he's hard mouthed now. He used to be real soft mouthed, and real responsive, and he lost a lot of the feeling in his mouth during that wreck. I felt horrible because when I finally got to him, I had to follow him probably 2 miles or so before he finally stopped. But God, he was bleeding out his mouth a bunch. I felt horrible. But I usually run a full spade in him. I run a Mona Lisa because it's what he gets along with. If you try, I don't believe in changing bits to correct a problem, because more often than not, the problem is with the rider, not the bit. But if you got a horse that just flat doesn't get along with a bit, just try a different one. There's no hard set rules on any of it. I got this shoe all cleaned out, ready to go back on. I'm gonna get this hoof trimmed up here now. Oh, that was a bad day, huh, Mustang? Yeah. I got 2 of the 3 pack horses found that day. And I found one of the pack horses 2 or 3 days later. I didn't really feel too bad for him. That horse was a knothead. But he was okay. Luke was the worst injury of the whole deal. Kind of made me mad at that string of pack horses that they did that to him. Wasn't very fair. Luke, this foot's longer than the other one was. A lot of farriers will use their hoof knife for that. I just learned to scrape on it with my nippers. It probably takes a little bit longer, but it works for me. No, Bodie, don't feel like you got to be out of my hair. I love asking the questions. Last question, I'll be out of your hair. What is your... Ollie, get out. What is your most memorable or favorite wreck? Inverted banana, it was an eventful day. That day sucked. Let me think on that one a minute, Bodie. But, hey, jerk. Keep asking questions, Bodie. I enjoy telling stories. All right, scoot over. My most memorable wreck. Well, it's hard to choose one. Let's see. Was working for a ranch that had a whole bunch of irrigated meadows, flood irrigated meadows. We got a bunch of Brahma cross heifers in from Texas. And they were weird. Really flighty. I don't think they had been handled very much. No, my little girl's coming, so be ready for that. Brinley! Where are you at? Oh, is it sheep riding time?
She's ready to ride a sheep.
Okay. You got headlights? We can go and do it real quick.
No, it's fine.
Do you guys want to take a break from shoeing while my little girl goes and practices her sheep riding? That would be fun. We give Luke a break for a minute too. I was just about ready to tell him about the Texas heifers.
Oh.
Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Okay. She got her helmet on. She's ready to go ride sheep. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Anyways, these Texas heifers, they were just weird. They hadn't been handled much. They were kind of flighty. And we just needed to move them from one pasture to the next through one gate. That was all. And there was about 8 inches of standing water in both of these fields. No, he's tied up right there. And, hey, can you be quiet for a minute? Thank you. It was like 350 or 400 of these heifers. We got them all through the gate. It was just me and the cow boss, except one heifer. And she turned around, stuck her head and her tail in the air, and took off running. So we bent her around, took the pressure off her, hoping that she would see the gate. She didn't. So we ended up, tried 2 or 3 times, and she wouldn't see the gate, wouldn't see the gate, wouldn't see the gate. So we finally roped her. Well, she just was going to choke. Instead of kind of leading by the rope, she was going to choke. And we were far enough from the gate that we'd have killed her if we drug her that far. And she was too big to drag by her back feet. I mean, she was a replacement heifer. Hey, leave that there, please. Put it down right there. So the cow boss said, well, let's just ski her over to the gate. So I said, okay. So he put his rope on her front left foot, and I put my rope on her front right foot. And I was on a horse that he was okay as long as you played by his rules. And if you didn't play by his rules, he was going to buck you off, especially if there was a rope involved. He knew how to spin as he bucked, drag you off with your own rope. Well, we're skiing this heifer back, and everything's going really good. And there's this little ditch. Well, if you know how mealhide acts when it gets wet, it gets really grabby. It's almost like rubber. And I knew on him not to let him take a hard jerk with the rope. So he went to jump this little ditch, and I went to slide rope, and my rope didn't slide across my saddle horn. And he took a hard jerk in the middle of the air and blew up. And he bucked, and I stayed with him a couple jumps, and he turned to the left, and he drug me off with my own rope. Well, this whole wreck set the cow boss's horse off, and he popped his dallies and was trying to get his horse gathered up, but just ran out of rope and lost his rope. So about the time, because I hit the ground, and about the time I get kind of up to my knees, I see this mad Bramer cross heifer coming at me, splashing through the water, bawling. She hits me, knocks me down into the water, runs me over, and runs straight through the gate that she's supposed to go through. So I'm soaking wet, my phone's wet, my wallet's wet, everything's soaking wet. Cow boss gets he rode his horse, gets him gathered up. Poncho doesn't go very far once he gets me bucked off. We got gathered back up. Then we had to go get our ropes back and get them off of that heifer. And it was pretty memorable because I don't like water anyways, and I don't like mad bovine on top of me in the water. All right, Brinley, let's go ride your sheep. Turn you guys around here.
No, Mommy.
Okay. We're going.
Coming too.
Hi, Mom. You're just in time. We're going to go practice riding sheep. You take a chill pill, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. We'll be back. Have you got the flashlight, son? Okay. All right, guys. We got to go over to the other side of the house here for the nightly sheep riding. Brinley's bound and determined that she's going to win the Reno Rodeo sheep riding at least once. Yeah, Bodie, that's exactly it. It's supposed to be a simple job, and it wasn't. Here, can you hold this just a second? I'm going to put my sweater on. It's cold out here. But between Luke's body heat and my body heat in the garage, it was, what, probably 10 degrees warmer in there? Okay. I'll give you the good headlamp because you're going to be holding the phone. Can't see. Okay. She's so excited. She loves her sheep riding. Here, can you hold this while I put this one on? Thank you. Oh, it's almost dead. Oh, there it is. Okay. Are you excited? You got an audience tonight, you know that? How come you didn't put your chaps on? Oh, we'll worry about the duck later.
Yeah.
All right, hon.
Duck later. The same one as last time.
Okay, come here, Ben. You ready? Come on, climb up here. Climb. Oh, good job. Okay, remember how? Okay. You gotta hold on with your legs, too. Get centered. Okay, squeeze with your legs. Are you ready? Okay, here he goes. Whoa! Oh,
That one didn't feel
oh,
good.
Goodness. You're okay. Okay, come on. You wanna pet him? Oh, goodness. Wait, okay. Go pet him. We need to move the water trough next time. Yeah. Can I take you? You want to do it again? No. You want to sit on him? Oh my goodness. I think he planned that. Do you want to sit on Rush?
Yeah.
We need to remember to move the water trough. Here, let's go sit on Rush, okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try it again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll, the other day, I don't know if you guys saw the, back up, Henry. Yeah, there's Henry. The other day, he run off. She made it 3 or 4 jumps. Say hi, Henry. Oh, there you are. Oh, I know you guys can't see with that light there. Let me turn mine off. There. Yeah. You want to sit on Henry? Ugh. There you go. See? You're okay, huh? Oh yeah, we got to go sit on Rush. Okay.
Okay, it's going.
Inverted Banana, the next horse we're gonna sit on here is one of the half draft horses, and he's Brindley's best friend.
Why?
I don't know. It's hard to
Why?
see where you guys are at right there. So that's him.
Rush.
Oh goodness.
Rush.
There you go.
Hi, Rush.
Yeah. Say hi, Rush. Are you all better?
Yeah.
You wanna go ride a sheep now?
No, thank you.
Oh, you sure?
No, thank you.
Okay. Guess just one for tonight. The other night she didn't hit the water trough, and she got up just fine. Like, okay. Maybe it's good to know that you need to stay on longer, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you want to go sit on him if you don't ride him even?
No.
I think you can do that. Can you latch this?
Yeah. No, thank you.
You sure? You don't just want to sit on him? I think you can just sit on him. Would you do that for Daddy?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, we'll go back to shoeing horses now. Some nights of practice are good, and some nights of practice you get beat up a little bit. We'll move the water trough tomorrow.
Yeah. It probably sounded worse because it was on that hitting it.
Yeah. I think it scared her. Are you going to help me put shoes on Luke?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm coming too.
Ollie's coming too? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Hi, Red.
Hold on like you do your sheep. Squeeze it through your legs. There you go. Yeah, she's pretty well mannered. I'm kind of surprised she doesn't want to try it again, because she's actually kind of an adrenaline junkie. Huh? You did good though. Give me 5. You rode your sheep good, huh? Yeah.
Oh, Daddy, what's this?
Those are my gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Quick.
Oh my goodness.
Quick.
Are you gonna ride sheep again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I posted a video from the other night. It was her first time, and she rode him, I don't know, 3 or 4 strides, and just kind of round butted off like kids do. And she got up, come over, give me a hug and a high five. But hey, tomorrow we'll move the water trough, okay? You can ride your sheep again tomorrow. she just smiles at me.
Daddy, follow.
Yeah.
Quick. Quick. Look.
Oh, sorry, hon.
Okay.
So Luke took full advantage of our absence and decided to pee in my shop.
Oh,
Yeah, you just had to do that, didn't you? Stay back there, okay, baby? You did good riding your sheep. Oh. Okay, there you go, Bodie. Now my little girl's got a sheep riding wreck about how she got thrown into a water trough. You got your first big buck off story, don't you? They can't see you. There you go. Step back a little bit, baby.
Yeah.
There you go. Now wave to them. They all watched you. Wave to them. Wave. You mean shy?
You gotta wave up here.
Brindley, wave like this. Go like that. Okay, come back. Okay. Now wave. Now they can see you. Yeah,
There
good
you
job.
go.
Grandma says hi. Say hi, Grandma.
I go out. Hey, Daddy, sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go sit by Mom, please. All right. We're just about to. Really? Really? We were just about to put this back shoe on Luke here. If I remember right. No, I need to rasp that. Yeah, I see, baby. Stay back over there. Oh, yeah. Relax. Hey, you get in trouble for that. Told you guys he can be a little bit of a prick sometimes. He's mad he didn't get to go watch the sheep riding. Yeah, he'll get in trouble for that. I'm not past tying you down on the ground on YouTube, Mustang. Brindley, no. Sit by Mom. No, he was kind of being a jerk there. He's behaving better now. Knowing Luke, he is probably worked up because his foot's wet because he peed on it. Well, Luke is Luke. He will definitely have his moments. As he gets older, though, like now, I can just poke him in the ribs a little bit like that. Really? I can just poke him in the ribs a little bit like that, and he quits. It used to be the start of a pretty good fight. Yeah, you're being naughty, Luke. But it doesn't have to be a fight anymore. Okay, that's enough random background noise there, kid. Bodie says you're out. Thanks for everything. Can't wait for more content. All right, Bodie, take care and have a good evening. Thanks for all the questions.
Bye.
And Brindley says bye. You're gonna cause yourself a whole bunch of problems here, Luke. Why don't you step around? Yeah, thank you. Right there. That's good, right there. Mustang. That is enough.
He's on one
It was being great until we went sheep riding, and then I'm gonna make Mom stand over here. He's like, oh, don't do that. Just quit. Just relax. You're fine. There you go. Wonder if she's got him nervous or something. I don't know. Luke doesn't like little kids, so that could be it. But he can mind his manners and stand here. He doesn't have to be a goofball. Ooh, you're fine. You're just fine. Let's see, that's right about there. Oh, you're okay. Big tough Mustang.
Okay.
Is that blue brush right there? Yeah. Thank you. It's fine, I'll hold on to it. Brinley, you did good riding your sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay back here, baby.
No, hey, stay over by Mama, please.
Come here.
But stay over by Mama, please. Thank you.
Yeah. You were that sheep good, huh?
Mom says hi.
Hi. Grandma was saying hi. Stay here.
Well.
Yeah. Can you say hi, Kitty? You have to say it louder.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
It's Toddy.
Yeah. Isaac's good. He's inside.
Oh, it's out.
There's a coyote.
He was close.
Oh,
I wonder if it smells the
Coyote.
stuff.
It's out, honey. It's just the coyote.
We're not gonna go check on the coyote.
Daddy. Help.
He probably heard Brinley crying after her sheep bucked her off.
Yeah.
That's my truck. I mean, that's why I'm here.
Hey. Listen, dickhead. You're gonna get in trouble. I will tie you down on live on YouTube. Right there. Ollie, get up. Right there, bud. Ooh. stand right there. You're okay. He's sleeping so he can be up all night. Yeah, pretty much. There, see? It's easy to stand there, isn't it? I got one more nail to put in this foot, bud.
Hey, careful with that hammer.
Yeah, let's not. You guys can't see it, but the toddler's behind the camera swinging a hammer. It's kind of scary. It says I got 13 people watching and nobody's saying anything. I'm just out here talking to myself. Mom's being chatty. Bodie went to bed, so he's not here anymore. I think Inverted Banana's still here, but I'm not sure. Who's still out there? Where's everybody from? I got 13 silent viewers.
I'm one of them.
Oh, I got 12 because Bailey's watching from in the house. Yeah, Inverted Banana's still here. He's the star. Him and Bodie, the star of the streams. What do I want to do now? This and this. Inverted Bananas from Australia? Alright, that's awesome.
The inverted makes more sense now.
Yeah, now it makes more sense why it's inverted banana and not just banana. This is where you insert a smart question about Australia. But I don't know very much about Australia, so I don't have enough info to ask a smart question. Brinley, you want to go ride sheep again? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mutton busting is the only legal form of child abuse. Shane Bigby says Central Nebraska. I've seen you on stream, or you've left some comments before, Shane, right? You're not a first timer, I believe. I grew up on a sheep station. We rode stock saddles in Australia. Oh yeah. Now your stock saddles in Australia, do they have saddle horns? Because if I know correctly, like roping's not like that commonly used, right? Yeah, Shane, I didn't think it was your first time here. Good to see you back. Thanks for coming back again. So we got that back foot finished up. Yeah, no horn. And it's more popular there.
Hey, Daddy!
Yeah.
The piece is missing.
This one's missing a nail.
Oh, okay. We'll put a nail in it later.
Okay.
It's more popular in Australia there to bail off and mug the animal, right? And most commonly use motorcycles or ATVs or something, 4-wheelers, right? I think so. I don't know. We'll see what Inverted Banana says. Chase says, how's everything been up in Dillon, Montana? I'm gonna take a venture to say it's been warmer than Dillon, Montana has been. Doing good. We're just got one more shoe to put on Luke here. My toddler, she practiced her mutton busting. I kind of set her up for failure. I let her and the sheep go, and he ran right next to a water trough and threw her into the water trough. But she says she's going to ride again tomorrow, so it's all good. Hi, Christopher Ortega. Good to see you here. I see by the green you're a member. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. You're okay, Mustang. You're fine, big guy. Not much open. Well, not for me anyways. You guys, I've seen videos of them guys bailing off the 4-wheelers and motorcycles and such, catching them wild cattle out there. You guys are crazy. I mean, I would try it, don't get me wrong. It looks like a lot of fun, but you guys are crazy. I give you credit. And I've seen the deals you got mounted like to the Jeeps and stuff that kind of grab them when you're going. Hi, KG. How are you doing? Good to see you again. We're starting to get some of the regulars here, finally. It's been a slow stream. I don't know. I said it before, but I think the algorithm's mad at me for something. Hey, Inverted Banana. Do you guys ever see the movie Quigley Down Under? And I'm not asking that from smartass. It's a good movie, and it takes place on your continent. Jeez, Luke. Jeez, Luke. Oh, parrot back there. I haven't worked with cattle, just sheep. I got you. KG, I gave up on winter. Usually I shave and cut my hair April 1st, but there was no winter to be had this year. And I just gave up on it. Quigley Down Under. Quigley? Or maybe it's just Y.
I think it's EY.
I think it's EY. Quigley Down Under. It's no, not Kevin Costner. Yeah, no.
No.
It's
I can see his face.
it's not Sam Elliott.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. It's a Tom Selleck movie. KG, you've seen Quigley Down Under. I know my mom's seen Quigley Down Under. Anyways, the reason I asked Banana is kind of a funny story. We worked, so the premise of the movie is, yeah, Quigley. I think it's Quigley. Anyways, an American cowboy from Wyoming, it's in the 1800s. American cowboy from Wyoming gets hired to go down to Australia by an Australian rancher, to shoot coyotes. And he's got this dingoes, yeah. He's got this experimental rifle. No, I don't need that, thank you. He's got this experimental rifle that he can shoot way long distances with. So he gets over there, and the ad was misleading. He's not there to shoot dingoes, he's there to shoot aborigines. But he don't like that, so it turns into a big fight between him and the rancher, and you know, the good guy wins and all that. Hey, that's enough, thank you. Reason I asked my wife and I worked for a rancher here a couple years ago, and he's kind of eccentric. He was really eccentric. And he was always coming up with these plans and plots and crazy ideas. And he went on this kick for a while that he was going to sell all of his holdings in the United States, cash out, and buy a ranch in Australia and move us to Australia and have a cattle ranch there. Like, that was his big plan. And everybody that I worked with there was like, oh, he's not going to make it happen. When we don't want to encourage him to make it happen because we don't want to deal with it if it does. So every time I was around him for probably 3 months, I would whistle the theme song to that movie. And it never happened, but like, we'd be sitting in the office having a meeting, and I'd start whistling that song, and everybody just kind of look at me like, quit it, you're going to actually make him do it. It was kind of funny. I would have gone. It'd have been fun. So, yeah, that was a whole long story about nothing, I guess. Can you guys hear the fighter jets flying over my house? Norman Lindsay knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's awesome. He says, this ain't Dodge City, you ain't Bill Hickok. That's a good movie, isn't it, Norm? No, KG, the apocalypse isn't coming. It's the U.S. Navy playing war games. It happens here 7 days a week. Well, sometimes 7. Most of the time 5 days a week. Let's go over and clean this. I know, KG. I'm joking too. But if the apocalypse was coming and I was live streaming, my page would explode, right? Or my channel would explode, like. That would definitely get some views. Yeah, Melvin, I gave up on winter. I shaved a couple months early. If it's not going to be cold enough for the hair to actually be insulation, I'm not going to deal with it because it's a pain in the butt. Huh. Are you guys back? Did I lose you? How many of you still there? Melvin, I'm 35. 35 years young. Brinley, where's my nail I had over here?
Is it a curved one?
Thank you. The Seahawks one. Yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't watch any of the Super Bowl. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
We'll set it right there, okay? I was actually, and you guys are going to be the first ones to know this. I was recording a podcast. I don't need that one. Just set it up there, please. Recording a podcast with John Mincer.
I need this.
No, Brinley, hush, please. Daddy's trying to talk. Because I'm trying to get a podcast started. And I want to talk to working cowboys, saddle makers, bit makers, boot makers, farriers, kind of anybody that's like in the working side of it. So that's what I was doing while the Super Bowl was going on. I hope to have that podcast released by March. I need to get a couple more episodes recorded before I can release it. But of course, I'll let you guys know and all that. So that's pretty cool. Inverted Banana said, hold on. 20 Melvin says 26. You got me beat. Melvin, what do you do for a living? Inverted Banana says, good funny movie called Welcome to Whoop Whoop. Depicts Aussie Outback. Also a movie called Red Dog. I recommend both those. Okay, remember those. Welcome to Whoop Whoop. Is it Whoop Whoop or Whoop Whoop? And Red Dog. We will look those up. If we can get them for free on YouTube, we'll watch them. I don't have any other, like, Hulu or Netflix or anything like that. A farmer mostly. All right, that's cool, Melvin. I respect that. KG says Super Bowl. Who's that in the background? That's Luke. He was really good for the first couple shoes, KG, for the first 2 shoes. And then we took a break, and my toddler went sheep riding and got body slammed into a water trough, and it was awesome. And then we came back, and he was kind of a pain in the butt for the other back shoe. And we're cleaning out the last shoe. Because I'm not putting new shoes on him this time, I'm just resetting the old shoes. So I clean out that groove where the nail heads sit. That way the nail heads will sit better. Yeah, she cried a little bit, but we'll do this real quick. Let's turn this around. Ow. You're okay. Hey. Are you going to ride your sheep again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah? You did good tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This glove off.
Yeah, no, I'm going to put that glove... Yeah, I'm going to take that glove off. So, yeah, she's excited. Going to practice riding her sheep again tomorrow. Got slashed in the head at lacrosse practice.
Daddy.
Okay, there's so many questions there. One, you're obviously long-winded and tough if you play lacrosse. And 2, were they being overly aggressive or was your head in the wrong spot?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, baby. That's a piece of Luke's hoof that we trimmed off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The dogs will come in here and eat it. It's usually accidental. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Did you hit him back? I mean, is lacrosse like hockey? Can you just hit him back, or is lacrosse not like that? Hey, go sit on the couch, please. Put it down. Go sit on the couch, please. Go sit on the couch, please. Wear helmets. Oh, so you definitely hit him back, right? Hey, climb up on the couch, please, Brinley. All right, that shoe's cleaned out. Let's go get Luke's foot trimmed up.
Okay.
No, you stay on the couch.
Oh.
If you don't want to stay on the couch, you have to go back inside.
Okay, let's back on.
You're gonna go back inside? Okay, come around this way.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Okay, go inside. No, I did. Okay, well, if it was your teammate, yeah, I can see not hitting him back. That makes sense. looking forward to the podcast. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Shane. I've got a few saddle makers. Got a couple cowboys. I got John Menser. He's a silversmith. It's gonna be pretty cool. If any of you guys that are still watching, I see my number is down to 9. If any of you guys are 18 years old plus, and you're like I said, any form of cowboy, farrier, horseshoe, or working cowboy, farmhand, like kind of anything in that realm, send me an email at rubucknevada.com, and we'll do a podcast together. Because my whole idea of it is that I'm gonna talk to just the average working man in the industry. I don't want to talk to like the famous rodeo athletes or anybody like that, you know. Like I want it to be like a conversation you'd hear at a sale barn cafe from two friends that are having a cup of coffee that haven't seen each other for a while. It's kind of the whole vibe I'm trying to get. I did a college buddy of mine. He's a South Dakota cowboy. Anything like that, send me an email. You guys both play lacrosse, physically, mentally. Yeah, I had a cousin that played women's lacrosse, and she was double tough. There's no doubt about that. The only thing worth watching in the Super Bowl commercial was the Budweiser commercial. I heard that was pretty good. I heard it was better than the game anyways. I agree about the commercial. Yeah, I saw the commercial, not during the game, just on social media. Makes me wish that I was having a foal this year, but I am not. You guys know why, if you've been around the channel for a minute. Get out, Ollie. How frequently does Luke need his hooves maintained? Yeah. Shane, did you say you're 26? Is that you that said that? A horse's feet should be done every 6 to 8 weeks. I'll let mine go longer. I don't believe in doing them every 6 weeks. Because every time you do them, you gotta put nails through the hoof wall. And they just don't need done that often. Sometimes mine will go closer to 15 weeks, which is way long. That's way too long, but it happens. Hey, glad to have you, Inverted Banana. I will definitely look up those movies. I hope to see you again on the channel and another live stream. I got a couple more horses to shoe. I'll probably do 1 or 2 a week here for the next little bit. So I appreciate all your chatting tonight. It's made the time go by quick. And Shane's just 24. Perfect. Shane, if you want to do a podcast with me, shoot me an email. I'd love to have you on. It's not a real formal thing. We just bullshit like cowboys. Definitely back. All right. Glad to hear it, Inverted Banana. Look forward to seeing you again. But yeah, there's no script. It's not an interview, nothing like that. We just talk. So it'd be great, Shane. All right. The shoe's ready to go on. We are almost done, guys. The filming of the podcast can all be done just with a smartphone on your end or a laptop or something like that. It's not anything crazy. I just send you an email. Once we decide on a time, I'll send you an email, and then you click the link in the email, and that's all you got to do at your end. As long as you got a decent internet connection and kind of a quiet place. Pretty simple. Always like talking to new people. Just about done there, folks. Norman says, do you trim the frog? As little as possible, Norman. My thought on it is that frog's made to pump blood through that horse's foot. And if I trim it real short, it doesn't pump as much blood. Typically, my horses keep it wore down a bit more than it is right now, so it's usually not a problem. I will trim like anything loose I see, or if the corners back by the heel are in the way, I'll trim that out of the way. But I don't take it short like a real farrier would. I did for a little while, and I noticed that my horses were a little bit more prone to stone bruising when I did, so I just started leaving it a little bit longer like that. Yeah, Shane, think about it. It'd be fun. KG says football season's over and now it's baseball season again. Oh yeah. I got a buddy that's a Giants fan and I don't know hardly anything at all about baseball. And he tries talking to me about it and telling me all the numbers and this and that, and I'm like, hey, I hope your team's doing good. But I don't know that much about it. Mustang. You're behaving again. See how funny he is? Like my little girl's out here moving around and stuff, and he gets acting really dumb, and then she leaves, and he just stands here and relaxes. He don't like little kids. Those of you that know his story and why I got him, you know that already. Cubs fan, live in Illinois, 30 minutes away from the border of Wisconsin. Oh yeah, KG. I spent not quite a year of my life over in western Wisconsin, down by La Crosse. And then I went to college in Iowa. So I've been in your part of the world just a little bit enough to know that I definitely like my desert better. You're all right, Mustang. Alright guys, that's that. From Nampa, Idaho. How's training with Hot Lips going? Jesus, I haven't rode her since last fall. I put 11 rides on her total. The last time I rode her, we were pushing some, what were they? Were they yearlings? I guess they'd have been kind of between the yearling, weanling stage calves up towards the scale, and they were fighting us and not wanting to go very well, and was kind of running back and forth, and Hot Lips was getting mad at him and was reaching out to bite him to get him to push up into the scale there. So she was doing awesome. I quit her there for the winter. I'll probably, she's a 4-year-old this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to take her. I'll be going up north to turn cows out here in a couple weeks. I haven't decided if I'm going to take her on that or not, because those are going to be pretty big days. I'm not entirely crazy about that big of a day for a 4-year-old, but I might. it would do her a lot of good. So she's been doing really good. But yeah, I just have had her turned out for the last little while. I think that was late November is the last time I rode her. So but anyways, guys, that's 4 shoes on loop. And get my deal adjusted here. We'll talk for just a couple minutes and then I'm gonna go inside and eat some dinner. So there we go. Hope that wasn't too loud and obnoxious for you. Anybody got any last questions or thoughts or anything like that? Put you guys over here while I clean up my top a little bit. Appreciate everybody watching. It was kind of fun tonight. Definitely a smaller stream for whatever reason, but it was still fun. So thanks, KG. How long's your lacrosse season? Is it kind of just starting, or? Open practice gym and tryouts in 3 weeks or games in a month. All right, it's just starting. Cool deal. You wrestle too? Being that part of the country, I figured you might wrestle. Hey Zeus, I'll stay in the Hackamore to the Two-Rein. I don't own a snaffle. I rode a lot of company horses in a snaffle, and some outside horses that people asked me to ride in a snaffle. And I don't have the right mindset or the right skill set to make a snaffle very useful to a horse. So I'll just go from the Hackamore to a Two-Rein and then into being in the bridle. You don't wrestle, it's very unhygienic. Not necessarily, KG. I wrestled and I out of all the people I know that wrestled, I know one person that got bacterial meningitis. And that's a scary deal. I don't discount that at all. But just the conditioning and mental aspect of it, I can imagine it would sure help anybody wanting to play any other sport. Norman, I'm probably going to be doing, I got 2 more to do. Actually, well, 3 if I decide to take Hot Lips up north to turn cows out, which I need to make up my mind. I probably will. She'll need a set of shoes for that. I don't like the sweat mixing. I can see that, KG. But I'm probably going to do, I'll do either Rush or Henry here in the next couple days. I don't know if I will live stream putting Hot Lips' set of shoes on just because it's her first set. Oh, you're fine. And I might make a video of it, but I don't know if I'll live stream it. I'm not sure how she's going to be, and I don't want to be on a live stream if she decides to cause a huge problem. Probably at least make a video of it. So. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll give you a couple minutes here, a minute or two for any last questions you got, and then I'm gonna call it a day and get Luke back where he can get some dinner. Oh, you poor bugger. You're right there, Luke. Okay. Do you guys know this trick? If you got, see his mane's kind of, turn you guys a little bit here. Show you one trick real quick. Varsity football, all right, and bowling in the winter, nice. All right, so if you got a horse whose mane's, even if it's got like the twists in it that are real nasty, just take some good old WD. Give them a pretty good spray. And my child ran off with my curry comb. What did she do with it? Well, how am I supposed to show this example when the kid ran off with the curry comb? Where's your curry comb, Luke? There it is. All right. So a little bit of WD on their hair. Works great in their tail, too. Just helps pull the snarls right out of it. That's not regular WD, I guess. Oh, that's the dry lube. You don't want to use the dry lube. I didn't realize that. You want to use just a regular WD-40. But yeah, it'll work really good to pull the snarls out of their tails, or out of their manes. And during fly season, it's actually a fly repellent too. So. There, that looks a little bit better. The dry lube kind of worked, not really. So a little bit better. Regular WD-40 works better. It gives it a nice shine too. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go in and get some dinner. I can smell it. It smells good. She made some casserole. She says it's supposed to taste like something from Olive Garden. So, anyways, I'll see you guys. If anything, we'll have a video on Friday that we had one cow that never could get in a corral over on the coast in California. We found her and got her roped. It was kind of western there for a minute. Had to be a little bit rougher with her than we like to be, but we had to get the job done. And then if anything, I'll have a video next Tuesday. I might go live again. I might go live this coming weekend one evening to get another horse shot, something like that. So we'll see you guys there. I appreciated everything. KG, watch out for flying lacrosse sticks, buddy. All right, guys. We'll see you later.